Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour live on YouTube. Saturday night shootout here from Jordan Lanes in Whitehall, Pennsylvania. It is our annual Easter Classic.
My mini-me.
We are down to the top 5 in each division. Tournament Director Matt is going through the instructions. It's a regular step ladder tonight. 5, verse 4, verse 3, verse 2, verse 1.
We don't know about those especially my family members.
So I'd like to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Thank you for spending your Saturday night with us here at the PJBT. We have a treat for you tonight. We have a new person joining me in the booth. I don't think she's going to talk much.
She talks a lot while she's at home.
She talks a lot while she's at home. So we got Papa Skip Moyer, for once, is here.
Yeah, it's always a treat.
Yes. And we got Baby Skip Moyer.
I don't want to lose you.
Ms. Skip Moyer. She's staring at me intently. I think she saw I wanted to take her chocolate earlier for Easter, is what's going on.
Yeah, she was all over that chocolate bunny she got earlier today. I'll tell you that. Say, was that great? That was greatly of interest.
All right, so Matt is lining everybody up. About another 20 seconds, we'll be getting ready for player introductions, and then we'll get ready for our stepladder. The pattern today was Stone Street, by the way, Stone Street. Are you ready, Matthew?
All right, I think we are.
Take her away.
All right, good evening, I should say. Not afternoon. Good evening, bowling fans. And welcome to Jordan Lanes for the stepladder finals of our Saturday evening Easter Classic. Today we will have 4 stepladder matches with our top 5 to determine this evening's champion. Starting with the scratch division, introduce our top 5. Our number 5 seed from Sunbury, PA, Emma Fetterman.
And your top 5 tonight, your number 5 seed, Emma Fetterman.
In the first match, she'll be taking on our number 4 seed from Linfield, PA, David Swavely.
Her opponent in the first match, David Swavely.
Winner of match number 1 will advance to game number 2 to take on our number 3 seed from Bethlehem, PA, Parker Lobach.
Number 3 seed, Parker Lobach.
Winner of game number 2 will advance to the semifinal to take on our number 2 seed from Bangor, PA, Aaron Heckman.
Aaron Heckman, your number 2 seed.
And the winner of that semifinal match will take on our tournament leader at plus 371 for 8 games from Lansdale, PA, Lucas Francis.
And your leader right from frame 1 today of game 1, Lucas Francis.
Match finalist for tonight's PJBT.
So he struck in frame 1 and never looked back?
Pretty much. Shot 267 the first game.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Handicap finalist. Our number 5 seed from Lancaster, PA, Lacey Slaymaker.
And your number 5 seed in the handicap division, Lacey Slaymaker.
In the first match, we'll be taking on our number 4 seed from Ephrata, PA, Jacob Buckwalter.
Your number 4 seed, Jacob Buckwalter.
Winner of match number 1 will advance to game number 2 to take on our number 3 seed from Bangor, PA, Lena Kratzer.
Lena Kratzer is your number 3 seed.
Winner of game number 2 will advance to the semifinal to take on our number 2 seed from Hazleton, PA, Riley Nahay.
Riley Nahay, your number 2 seed.
And the winner of our semifinal match will take on our tournament leader in the title match at plus 318 for 8 games from Cumberland, Maryland, Brianna Pulaski.
And your leader, basically from wire to wire 2 today, Brianna Pulaski.
And for our 5 handicap finalists for tonight's PJBT.
I'm told she was plus 122 scratch today.
Yes, she was. I heard she's been getting lessons from our friend Danny Wiseman.
Really?
Yes.
Is he any good? Never heard of him.
You know what? I've saw him bowl once or twice.
Yeah.
He's really good with his back to the lanes, telling you how many pins his opponent got. Did I ever tell you that story?
No.
I'll have to tell you that story sometime.
I'm interested now.
I'll have to tell you that story.
We're telling stories all since we've been here, so we're.
So let's look at our top 5 finalists tonight. On the scratch side, Lucas Francis, as I said before, he led wire to wire. He was plus 218 after qualifying. Then he bowled games at 235, 191, 267, going 2-1 to get to 371 and have the lead. Aaron Heckman, your number 2 seed, he was plus 128 after qualifying. Rolled games of 233, 256, 258, going 2-1 to get to plus 335. Parker Lobach in third, he was plus 174 after qualifying. And he rolled games of 203, 258, 205, going 1-2. But still good enough to make it to the finals at plus 270. David Swavely, your number 4 seed, he was plus 156, and he rolled games of 226, 162, and 224, going 2-1 to get to plus 228. And then we have Emma Fetterman. She was plus 54 after qualifying. And she rolled games of 228, 205, 249, winning all 3. The last game was pretty exciting. I was watching that game. Her and her opponent, they were both bowling really good. Emma struck first ball in the 10th. Her opponent did not, and she made it at plus 226. Those are your scratch finalists. On the handicap side, Brianna Pulasic is your top seed. She was plus 217 after qualifying. And she rolled games with the handicap of 181, 242, 218, going 2-1 to get to plus 318. Riley Nahay is your number 2 seed. She was plus 80 after qualifying, then rolled games with the handicap of 229, 212, 203, going 2-1 to get to plus 184. Lena Kratzer was plus 97 after qualifying, rolling games with the handicap of 251, 205, 160, going 2-1, 173, good enough for third. Jacob Buckwalter was plus 97 after qualifying, then rolled games with the handicap of 162, 233, 250, winning 2 to get to plus 172. And Lacey Slaymaker rounding out the top 5. She was plus 102 after qualifying. Then rolled games with handicap of 217, 226, 175, going 1-2 to get to plus 150. Good enough for 5th. So that is your top 5 in scratch and handicap in this first match.
What's our handicap difference here, PA?
It's scratch.
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 I like a good old
match.
like a good old scratch match.
Yes. So I'm going to fiddle around getting these scoreboards up in the meantime, since I haven't adjusted them yet.
So since the handicap match is scratch, will either of these scratch bowlers be getting handicapped?
I'm not so sure. I'll have to look into that.
I was hyped.
They must be.
We have a league down at the far end of the house, and I think some guy had the front 11 down there a couple minutes ago.
From the sounds of things, he picked off 3 off the right. Nothing like a good old 293 to get your blood going.
Better than what I did once.
You don't want to do the old-fashioned 290 game.
All right, we're going to turn it over to Matt to get us started.
Okay, bowling fans, time to begin game number 1 of our 4-lane step ladder final. On the scratch side, we have number 4 seed, start the match on lane 9. On the handicap side, we have number 4 seed, Jacob Buckwalter, taking on number 5 seed at Lazy Slaymaker. Jacob has elected to start the match on lane 11 with 1 frame, and the handicap is the same, so it is a scratch match on the handicap side. Alright, bowling fans, let's have a nice hand for our lane 4
All right. Off we go. Scoreboards are up. I'm sitting on the left, Skip's on the right. Baby Skip is in front. Saturday night shootout here. When I was young, we did putt games every Saturday night, and I don't mean the recreational kind. David Swavely starting us off on the scratch side. He goes 10 back.
Those puck games involved a lot of the color of David's pants today.
They did. Jacob Buckwalter starting out with a 10 pin. Emma Fetterman now up. She goes a little high, leaving the 6'10".
Good spare there for Jacob.
So now we'll get our first look at Lacey Slaymaker. Lacey's been making the top 5, and Baby Skip wanted to talk a little bit there. See, we got her to talk.
Yeah.
Lacey goes 10 back.
Good shot out of the gate there.
Emma makes her spare.
Is that your way of saying strike? I'll take this. No.
Off to frame 2 we go. All bowlers were clean after 1. 10 pin for Emma. 4 pin for Lacey.
So, actually, my name, our name is actually not mine. The root side of us doesn't come from that root. It's really cool. My great grandmother was married to Fry.
Emma makes her spare.
My grandmother was Fry.
So, by the way, that story about Danny was at the regional at Colony Park down in New York a few years back. He was, I forget who his opponent was. Lacey with the spare. His opponent needed a double to beat him. His opponent strikes first shot. And Danny had his back to the lane. Wasn't watching. Swavely kicks the 10 out. And the opponent threw his shot, the ball went through the pins, and Danny said, Greek church.
That's a Greek church.
He knew just from the sound.
When you're a pro, you're a pro.
You are a pro. Jacob with a non-count.
I wonder if he knows what he has before he scratches off a lottery ticket.
How about this? I found out when I was 13.
Maybe that's how he made all his money.
I hope so. It'd be a great story.
That would be. Swavely looking for the front 3. Oh, solid 8.
His ball will be right back on the turn.
Jacob Buckwalter made his spare. There you go. Hello, Chase. Hello, Katie. Hello, Tommy. Hello, Mel. Hello, everybody else. Happy Easter to everybody who celebrate. Buckwalter going jersey leaves the 3-9. Swavely makes his spare. I was a little disappointed, Skip. Nobody brought me chocolate.
Well, I ate more chocolate than I should have today. That's all I'm going to say.
Emma now up, frame 3.
Now would be a good time for Emma to get 10. That's better. The always difficult right-handed 3-9. Jacob takes that down. A couple even matches here after 3 frames.
Yes. So by the way, this is the bowling center where we're the closest to the bowlers.
Yes.
We're only about 7 or 8 feet from the approach here. Lacey 10 back. Emma comes in a touch high, leaves the 4 pin.
Emma covers her 4 pin.
Lacey crosses over, leaves a 9.
Hey. Can't be yelling. You can't be yelling. You can't be yelling.
4-9 for Slavery. Lacey makes her spare. Skip and Baby have left the booth momentarily. Swavely gets the 1. That gives Emma a 3-pin lead after 4.
She has it right there.
Strike for Jacob. That's a 3-pin match. Jacob could take the lead with a double here.
It's nice to not have to rush home to go to work.
Yes.
Maybe in about 15 years I'll try it again. Strike there for David. That's another double.
Jacob comes in a little high. Pays the price for 6, 7. Let's see if he just goes for 2 here. That would be the smart play right now. Emma goes 10 back. I'm going to tell you right now, Skip.
Tell me.
Remember the name Emma Fetterman. She's a real deal. She's going to go as far as she wants to on tour, if she chooses to go in that direction.
She used to be a handicap bowler with us. I remember.
Ten pin.
Just has to get that 10 out.
Yep, that's... When she's not on her game, she leaves a ton of that. Lacey leaves the bucket, frame 5. Jacob did get the 2. Emma makes her spare. Lacey covers. Like to give a shout out to former PJBT standout Michael Martell,
Yeah.
who made it through qualifying at the Masters.
Top 25 seed.
Yep. Got a little unlucky. He needed a strike to move on in the loser's bracket, and he just cut it a touch high and left an 8-pin. 4-pin for Swavely. If he makes this, he'll still trail by 3, 6 frames in.
Now we have another Another bowler in the Martel Mastriani household that's going in the
Absolutely.
same direction.
Lacey leaves the exact same split that Jacob did. 4, 6, 7. Let's see if she just goes for 2. David makes his 4-pin. David's been on fire recently. He finished, he won the PIAA Eastern Regional a few weeks ago, and then he finished second at States. To another PJBT bowler, Alex Horton. Out in Pittsburgh. Jacob up, frame 6. He mixes them up. 2-pin for Swavely. So with that strike, that puts Jacob up by 3 in this match. Bucket for Jacob. Possible overcorrection. Spare for Swavely. Now let's see if Emma can take advantage and double here in the 7th and 8th.
Little inside. 3-6 there for Emma. No harm.
Nope. Jacob gets 2. Actually falls. Now he's down by a pin, technically. Emma makes this. She'll be up by 2 after 7. Good shot for Lacey. That's probably Emma's best shot of the game. Got that out on the lane.
Emma's got to follow that shot up with a double now, which is back up on 10 again.
Yes. Lacey crossed over, had the 5-10 up momentarily. Swavely gets the 7-10 out. So that's still a 2-pin match heading into the foundation frame 9th. Lacey makes her spare. She's up by 11. Big shot here for David.
He must be really happy that he knocked 10 pins over.
I think he is very happy. Jacob with a strike.
Usually when I knock 10 over, that just means that's one less shot I got to throw.
Maybe that's why he said yes.
Maybe his arm hurts too. We'll find out when he gets old.
He will. All right, so Emma's going to need to strike here to maintain her 2-pin lead.
This is a really big shot for her right now.
And she gets it. Snuck a little bit high. Jacob with a big double.
Emma's got a 2-pin lead here going into the 10th.
Yes.
She could strike out here and shut David out.
Yes, she can.
Speaking of big shots, Lacey needs one up here too on the
Yep.
lane 12.
Speaking of states, Emma was part of the championship Shikellamy girls team this year out at state. She was their anchor bowler.
There's one.
Emma with the first one. Lacey threw a good ball, left a 4-pin. That match is going to come down to the 10. Technically, if Lacey makes this, Jacob will have a 10-pin lead. So Emma needs this one and 9 to shut out Swavely. And she gets it. She looks like she gave it a little more room there, Josh.
She needs 8 on the last ball here. 8's a winner.
9.
9, yes. 8 would be a tie.
Yes, 8, David. Now, the first game of match play, David's opponent missed a 10-pin, and David struck out to win by a pin.
Oh boy.
All right, well, she can't lose here. Luckily, she got that 10-pin to fall late. Lacey left a 9-pin. She makes this and strikes, she'll be at 180. So this is the same situation that David was in game 1 of match play. Well, technically not. There, he needed to strike out to win by a stick. This, he needs to strike out just to tie. There's the first. Lacey makes a 9-pin. This is where you think back to David's third frame when he left that 8-pin. If he carries that, this match is over with that first strike.
Strike here for Lacey forces Jacob to mark in the 10th. Well, he has to mark in the 10th anyway.
That's 2 for David. Actually, if she strikes here, we have the opportunity of a tie in that match as well. We could have 2 ties here. $178 for Lacey. So Jacob's going to need to go, if he goes 8 spare 9, we have a tie. 9 spare 9's a winner. A strike is a winner.
That being solid.
We have seen that before where both matches have tied, but not very often.
Here we go. Boy.
And he pulls it high. Emma Fetterman moves on 225 to 222.
Good match.
Very good. Now let's see what Jacob can do. Ooh, that's a 6 count.
That changes things.
He can't win now. Lacey Slaymaker is going to move on.
Needed 7 at least to
Yes,
force
he
a tie.
needed at least 7 there. Good.
When a shot gets away from you.
Yeah. Jacob covers.
And the scratch match came into play.
Yes, it did.
2 really good opening matches.
Excellent matches. Jacob gets 7. 178, 174 winner for Lacey Slaymaker. Okay, a 3-pin match and a 4-pin match. That's what happens when you come back to commentate, Skip. You get close matches.
Ratings.
Definitely.
Ratings. Jesper Svensson is your #1 seed for the Masters.
He's a lefty, isn't he?
Lefty two-hander, throws urethane.
Take it away, Matt.
Okay, bowling fans, that concludes game number 1, finishing in 5th in the scratch division. Getting a $50 scholarship. Certificate and award goes to David Swavely.
David Swavely, 5th place today.
And our 5th place finisher in the handicap division. Getting a $50 scholarship. Certificate and award goes to Jacob Buckwalter.
Jacob Buckwalter, 5th in the handicap division. Good bowling. Good bowling today by all. All right, so let's look at upcoming events, Skip. Next week, we're at one of your favorite bowling centers.
Berks Lanes for our second last major of the season.
Yep.
Week after that, we are at ABC West for our final adult junior.
Yep.
And the weekend after that, Strike Zone Alleys.
Actually, we have a break the week after that.
Yeah.
So we're at Berks on the 11th for major number 9. 10:30 start time. That'll be on a challenge shot, one of the PJBT challenge shots.
Correct.
Which also means Skip's got to get the gold pins.
That's true.
Yeah. That's a 10:30 start time. Then the week after, as he said, it's our last adult junior tournament, Sunday, April the 18th, ABC West up in Mechanicsburg. If you want to get the discount for that event, you have to have at least a $20 deposit in by next Sunday, the 11th at midnight.
Correct.
Then we have a week off, and then the first week in May the 2nd, we're at Strike Zone up in Pottsville. And then on Mother's Day, May the 9th, we're at ABC North up in Harrisburg. And then we come to the tournament I dread giving this suggestion 2 years ago.
I dread it too, but for a completely different reason than you dread it.
That is our last regular season event, Sunday, May the 16th at 2 a.m. It's the 2 a.m. tournament. This year it's up at Town and Country Lanes in Bethlehem. If you want any information at all on anything on the PJBT, you can check out our website at www.pjbtbowlingseries.com.
See, the 2 a.m. tournament's fine. It's just like a regular 9 to work for me.
Yes.
Problem is, on 2 a.m. tournament day, I got to play golf afterwards. That makes things even more complicated.
Well, maybe it'll be raining for you.
I still play in the rain.
Maybe it'll be a lot of rain. For those of you that don't follow our Facebook page, that's where we post everything there is to know about the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour. Just search for us at PJBT Youth Information page. And if this is your first time watching us on YouTube, thanks for joining in on this Saturday night. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. And if you have notifications turned on, you will be notified each and every time we go live on the PJBT. Because Matt lets them practice. Longer?
Yeah, but usually it was on the offset.
Yeah. I've been asked to go sniff.
That's all right. I'll cover. All right, we are just about ready to go here and get match number 2 underway.
Trying to figure out what pair that was coming from.
Our number 3 seed, Parker Lobach in scratch, taking on number 5 seed, Emma Fetterman. Parker has elected to have his opponent, Emma, start the match on lane 9. On the handicap side, we have number 3 seed, Lena Kratzer, taking on number 5 seed, Lacey Slaymaker. Lena has elected to start the match on lane 11. She is getting the handicap of 11. All right, moving fans, let's have a nice end for our game 2 final.
All right, off we go to game 2. I understand. All right, Emma's starting us off on the scratch side. Ooh, 5-6. Lena Kratzer coming in a little high, leaves the 3-6. Lena makes her spare. Emma gets 1. Half a lope for Lacey. Let's watch Parker's first shot. Gets the 4-pin out.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
Lacey gets 4. Bucket for Parker. Lacey crosses over, leaves the 5-9. Parker converts. Lacey converts as well.
Much better shot there for Emma. Lana leaves the bucket.
Lana leaves a bucket of her own.
Emma looking to double up now. Much better over there. Much better.
Jason, I just talked to the mechanic. He said it's from when lane 7 went down.
Okay. Okay.
It was lane 7 for you. Cooking belt down here.
Parker now up in the 3rd. 10 back. Oh yeah, they're gonna have a like 100 yeah. Parker trips the 2-8.
2 shots in that left lane, they got away from there a little bit and almost got in trouble. Much better shot there for Lacey. Gets her first strike of the match, looking for a double now. Emma up now looking for the 3-bagger.
At the 4-9. Nice up. With her, it's all about getting the ball out on the lane.
Started that just a hair left.
Yes, that's a definite mental error, which, you know, could certainly come. And this is game 10. Lacey left a baby split. could see the difference there. She got more knee bend, she got more drive. Lena strikes in the fourth.
Boy, that's another 8-pin on.
That's the same lane that
lane
David
10.
left it.
Probably the same pin.
Could be. Your daughter's not impressed.
Not at all.
Lena with a pretty important double there. Beautiful shot by Lacey. Lacey's definitely bowling with more confidence these days. We've seen her a lot recently
Yeah.
on the live stream. All right, let's see what Parker could do. He hasn't thrown a good shot yet on lane 9. Probably tripping the 2-8 is what caused him to have the 8-pin on lane 10. Oh, he trips the 4-9. Six, 7, 10 for Lacey.
That was a better release.
Ten pin. Lacey gets the 2. Emma makes her spare. She's down by 23. Three back for Lena. Six, 10 for Emma. She converts. So right here is where Parker could basically bury her right now with a double. Lena creeps high. She leaves the 3-pin. He's got that lane figured out.
It's the left lane that gives him fits. 4-pin for Lacey.
far his best shot on that lane.
Yep, definitely.
He did what he needed to do there. He doubled. Pin for Emma. She converts. Let's see if Lacey could start doing some strikes here. And she doubles. Strike in the 9 for Emma. So basically Parker's just going to be looking for a mark somewhere. Lena with a 10 pin. Lena misses her spare. With her handicap, she's at 163. Four in a row for Parker. That's going to pretty much end that match.
Yeah, he just needs 2 pins here, I believe, to have any worry about it.
I think he could do that.
Yeah.
I even might be able to do that.
5 pins. Yeah, five pins here easy. He could throw it between his legs, and I think he's doing all that. So
I couldn't do that. All right, Parker moving on. He'll be facing Aaron Heckman in the semis. Lena made her spare. She could strike out for 213. The best Lacey could do is 195. So that's pretty much going to end that match. Lacey, if she strikes out, could shoot 175. Lena already has 173. Actually, she already has 163. 236 for Parker. Strike for Lacey. So I'd like to say hi to Peter, Johnny, Mr. Lantern, Mr. Heckman, and everybody else joining us. right, so that's going to end Lacey's day.
Yeah, she can't be yelling while they're bowling.
236, 179. Parker Lobach over Emma Fetterman. Oh. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Mr. Heckman. Lena converts. It's all just a matter to see what she's going to finish with.
Look at you.
199 for Elena. God bless you.
Yeah.
199, 164 victory.
Okay, well, with that, I can see two finishing in fourth in the scratch division. Getting a $60 scholarship. Giving it an award goes to Emma Fetterman.
Emma Fetterman, your fourth place finisher today in the scratch division.
And our fourth place finisher in the handicap division. Getting a $60 scholarship. Giving it an award goes to Lacey Slaymaker.
Lacey Slaymaker, fourth place today in the handicap division. Good bowling by both of those ladies
All
today.
right, on to our semifinal matches.
Silly.
Okay, Holy fans, time to begin our semifinal matches. Scratch side. We have number 2 seed, Aaron Hector, taking on number 3 seed, Parker Lobo. Aaron has elected to start the match on lane 9. On the handicap side, we have number 2 seed, Riley DeHay, taking on number 3 seed, Elena Bratzer. Riley has elected to start the match on lane 11. She gets the handicap difference of 55. All right, Holy fans, let's have a nice hand for our semifinalists for today's PJBT.
All right, and we are off and running here on our semifinal match. Number 2 seed Aaron Heckman is going to start the scratch match on 9 and 10 against Parker Laubach. Number 2 seed in the handicap division, Riley Nahay. She is getting 55 pins against Lena Kratzer. Aaron up first, he gets a strike. Riley comes in a little light, leaves a 2-pin. Makeable spare there for Riley. Winners of these matches will bowl Lucas Francis and Brianna Pulasic in each division. Aaron starting off there with the strike. Parker up now on lane 10 for his first frame. Riley up now for her spare. And she will just miss it. Parker coming off that good 230 game last game here, looking to keep that pace there. He comes up high also, trips out the 4, trips out the 6 rather, leaving just the 3-pin. And a 10-pin for Lena.
So what do I do? I sit down. The first thing I do is bump the table.
And Lena misses her 10-pin. So 2 early opens for our handicap bowlers. And both scratch bowlers start off clean. Lena up now, looking to get back on board. She comes up at just a hair high, leaves the 4-pin. And Parker up now, looking for his first strike of the match. Lane 9 did give him a little bit of trouble that last match. He was able to figure it out by the end, so we'll see if that continues. Comes up a little high there also, leaves a 6-pin. Everybody coming up just a little bit high there, PA. Quite a few shots here on both pairs.
Yes.
He's speechless. He doesn't know what to say.
I want to say a funny right now, but I'm not going to.
6 pin for Riley.
You're usually at check-in. Do we remember Riley, or is this her first tournament?
It's not her first. She's been here once or twice.
Okay.
Riley makes her spare.
She's got a nice form.
Aaron looking for the early double here. Good looking shot there. That'll be a double. He'll swing around to lane 9 looking for the 3-bagger. Two pin for Riley.
Oh, Heckman trips the 4-pin.
Riley misses her 2 pin. Time for us to get some 70, 80 degree weather out there.
Yes.
It keeps teasing us. And then when we have a nice day, it rains.
Nice shot by Elena.
She puts the first strike on the board over in the handicap match. And Parker gets his first strike here, lane frame 3.
Mr. Heckman bringing back the Threes Company, Tripper, Jack.
Double there for Lena. Good shot for her there.
Speaking of Threes Company, over on my personal YouTube channel, we're down to the Elite 8 of the sitcom bracket that we're running.
I've been keeping track. I picked a few upsets in round 1, I gotta be honest with you.
Good shot there by Riley.
Some I was just a few too young to remember. Could never go wrong with a little Sanford and Son.
Never. When we're done with that bracket, we're going to be doing the 90s through the 2010s. Parker's still a little confused by that left lane. Digging himself a hole here.
Hey, Riley gets a double.
Riley. That's big when you're getting a lot of pins.
Oh, how things change.
Yes. 2A10 for Aaron, very difficult. Lena has 3 in a row up on the board now. Heckman does the smart thing, gets the 2. He's up by 18. Kind of let Parker back in the match there. Lena comes in high, leaves herself to 6-10. Elena makes her spare.
But when you speak of sitcoms, you mean just your basic half-hour episodes,
Yes.
correct? Okay. It's not really a sitcom if it goes a full hour. So.
No, not really. Riley on a double. He's a 4-7. Heckman makes his spare. I'm pretty sure in that, the next one, the overall number 1 seed will be The Office. I'm still batting that around though. Seinfeld will be up there.
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory, absolutely.
There's a lot of options coming up here in the 90s and 2000s.
Yes. I do have more than 64, so I got to trim the list down.
How many do you have? I'm curious. It's got to be a ton. It's got to be at least 100.
Oh, I'm sure.
At least. I remember the old TGIF. I think that was back in the mid-90s.
Let's see if Parker could get this lane down. Definitely played a different line there.
I think he was in a situation where he didn't have a choice.
Congratulations to Baylor for making it to the finals. Riley gets the 1. Even more. Elena, big 4. Aaron makes a spare. Elena gets the 2. She's down by 32 with 3 more frames to go. No matter what Heckman does here, Parker strikes his next 2 shots. He takes the lead.
Hey, that person on the chat there, Nicole Kreischer, didn't we block her?
Saturday Night Mixers, congratulations to Lucky Strikes for championship for this year. Congratulations. See you next year.
Hey, congratulations to the Lucky Strikes for winning. She paid me to unblock her. She made me some good food. That's all it takes.
It was a little lasagna, wasn't it?
Yes. Heckman makes the spare. Riley striking in the 8th. That keeps her lead at 32. Like I said, a couple strikes here. Parker takes the lead. That's one. Actually, he now does have the lead since Heckman didn't strike in his last shot. Now that shot looks like Parker was back to where he's normally been on that lane, and it creeps high. Riley spares in the ninth. Selena could still go for 221. Which would put a lot of pressure on Riley. Oh, Parker gets the 2. He's got 152 after 8. Advantage Heckman.
What's it got?
Lena, first strike in the 10th. This is the big one, though, Skip.
It is.
Two pin for Heckman. Makes this, he'll be up by 7. And she gets it. So this is actually a very important shot here. Heckman converts. So Riley needs to mark. She needs to get at least, she goes 7 spare strike, we have a tie. So she needs to get at least 7 on that. A strike right now would be really 4 pin for Heckman. He's up by 6. Oh, 7 pin for Riley on a great shot. Just a great shot.
Gotta make it.
So she's going to need this and get 9 to win. Heckman converts. Honestly, I think she's probably more comfortable making right side spare than left side spare. Watching her.
This doesn't look too bad.
No. All right, 9's a winner. Parker up, foundation frame 9. Oh, 7, and she loses by a stick. That's a shame. Neither lady deserved to lose that match.
Another good match over there, the handicap side.
Parker makes his spare. He's going into the 10th, trailing by 6, and he's going to his, not his favorite lane, let's just say.
Not at all.
Parker strikes right when he needs it the most. This is the big one. He strikes here and gets a good count. He forced Heckman to double. And Heckman hasn't struck since the 3rd frame.
Amazing how things changed since when they started.
Yes.
That's a big
Does it when he
shot.
needs to. All right, so he wants to make sure he gets 7 here. On this lane, anything's possible. All right, he did what he needed to do. He got 9, so that's 201. So Heckman now needs to double and get 4. Mojo is summoning his inner prince. That's the first. Another 2 good matches, Skip, coming right down to the last frame.
We got lucky tonight.
Yes, we did. But, you know, you're here.
Ratings.
Oh, fork. Looked like he put it just a little short. Parker Lobach moving on to the finals to face 201, 198.
All right, we'll give out our awards and then we are off to the finals.
Yeah, 'cause it's 10 to 9 now.
But they close at 10 tonight.
Bowling fans, that concludes some exciting semifinal matches. Finishing in third in the scratch division, getting a $75 scholarship. And award goes to Aaron Heckman.
Aaron Heckman, third place finish today.
And our third place finisher in the handicap division, getting a $75 scholarship. Giving it an award goes to Riley the Head.
Riley Nahay, third place in the handicap.
Okay, on to our title matches.
All right, so we got the 1 seed Lucas Francis going up against the 3 seed Parker Lobach. And over here we got the 1 seed Brianna Pulasic going up against, I believe, the 3 seed Lena Kratzer. For the final. All right, so we're just about ready to go for the finals.
Okay, voting fans, time to begin our title matches for the Easter Classic. On the stretch side, we have top seed Lucas Francis taking on number 3 seed Parker Lova. Lucas has elected to have Parker start the match on lane 9. On the handicap side, we have top seed Brianna Palacic taking on number 3 seed Dana Jackson. Brianna has elected to start the match on lane 11, and the difference in handicap is 7 pins.
9:45.
That's
All
unreal.
right, bowling fans, let's give a nice hand for
9:45.
All right, off we go to the finals.
Maybe it's because of Easter.
Lena getting 7 pins. Brianna starting us off in the handicap. She goes Jersey in stripes.
Jersey. Some of the best shots I threw were in Jersey.
Parker starts 10 back. Lena starts off with a stripe.
Hello, schmutz. Why do you have those tootsies out? Why are your tootsies out? Why are your tootsies out?
Lucas gets the 10 pin out. 7 pin, sorry. Excuse me. Basically, our leaders were in front basically the entire day today. Lena comes in high. Leaves the 4-7.
Come on, Mom. What's that?
10 pin for Lucas. Lena covers her spare. Brianna up very quick. Comes in high, 3, 6, 9, 10.
Just to see if she does it right.
Lucas makes his spare.
I just want to see if she does it right.
Brianna chops.
Here, look.
Is everything packed up over there?
The only thing we have to get is the cards.
The whole box is packed up.
It's everything's by the table. You just need the cards and your keys. Nope.
Parker with a strike.
Is that a no-go?
9 count for Brianna. Let's say, is this one mine? She makes the spare. Parker starts out with a 3-bagger. at this. Unreal. Look at the first two searches. It's like it knows. I didn't even put anything in.
Imagine that.
Unreal. Lucas comes back with a strike. Lena with a spare.
Yeah, it's just right down the street. We just got a notice. Tomorrow, Easter?
That's what they're telling me.
Wow. How about that? I forgot to go to the store and get rabbit.
Split for Lucas. 10 pin for Lena.
I got little bunny foo-foo laying over here on the,
We had 22 girls today.
We did.
I'd like to see when the ladies come out.
Makes for a very valuable girls pot.
It does. And a lot of them got in it today.
As they always should.
Yes.
It's amazing how many bowlers don't get in like the winner take all and shoot a good glass game. And
Brianna with a messenger.
Come down for her, CJ. Come down for her.
Front four for Parker.
am I correct? The finals of the Masters are on tomorrow also?
Yes.
Are they live?
Yes. 1 o'clock, I believe.
Okay. I'm gonna watch that while we have dinner.
Brianna with a double.
Nobody talk at the dinner table. We're watching bowling.
Anybody make a pot pie? If there are, I'm coming over.
No Popeye.
No Popeye.
No Popeye. And we have a dinner though the end of this month.
245 for Lena.
That might have to be like a new tradition. Like your Christmas lasagna. We might have to do a holiday Popeye.
Yes. I'm in. It's front five for Parker. Lena converts.
Much better than his start the last two games.
Definitely. For Lucas. Lena with a strike in the sixth. These girls want to get done.
Yeah,
I like
they want to
it.
go eat too.
I like it.
It's a long ride home to Maryland.
It is. 3 in a row for Brianna. Lucas with a spare. Digging himself a little bit of a hole. Five for Brianna. 4, 6, 10 for Lucas.
You didn't get that?
Chop for Brianna. She's got 134 after 7. Lucas does not get any. He's got 92 after 6. 2 more strikes here by Parker pretty much will vary this. Lane up with a 4-pin. That's the front 6 for Parker. Lena converts. She's down by 20. Front 7.
When it's working, it's working.
Yes. Lucas gets a strike. Lena had a 4-5. She misses. By the way, the 300 pot is at $203. Now that I'm sure I just gave Parker the kiss of death. Lucas with a double. Brianna with a strike.
Aubrey says, I don't care about your 300.
I guess not. Either that or she's wondering why she didn't get in it.
Sometime in the next 18 years, she's going to hit it. So
Really? You're going to put a bowling ball in her hand and not a golf
as
club?
long as she doesn't bowl like her father, she'll be just fine.
Both balls will be in her hands.
Who's that?
Some hack that was good back in the early 2000s.
Oh, almost had the 8
It
pin
winked at
again.
him.
Yes, it did.
We'd have to get every pin checked back there.
Double for Brianna. That's going to go a long way in winning this match for her. Front 9. And he's going to his better lane in the 10th. So he will be the champion today. Lane up in the 9. She strikes. Lucas makes the spare. Laney can still strike out for 201.
Keeping her honest.
Well, that would force her to mark.
Yeah. Double here forces the mark. Double and count here.
Not what you want to do on a double. Looked like that fell right off her hand. So that will basically end this match. All right. Let's see if Parker could bring home the championship. Well, he's already got the championship. Let's see if he can bring home another $203. First place today is a $250 scholarship. There's 10. There's 11. All right, Skip, let's see if he can finish it off and take home the $203.
Something about the Skip and PA connection that just brings out the high scores.
Yes.
PBA Tour, take notice.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen, in the championship match. 300. Taking home the $250 first place prize and $203 in the 300 pot.
There goes the 300 money.
Brianna now, 7 count. That is just what she needed to win. If she misses all these, she has 185. Classic 201-183 victory over Elena Kratzer. All right. We'll give out some awards and we'll set up the camera for some post-match interviews with our winners. That should be pretty exciting.
of the future.
My dad has an extra bicycle for her that my mom's going to pick up right after we get done at the house.
Okay, bowling fans, that concludes an exciting finals to our Easter Classic. Our runner-up finisher in the scratch division, getting a $125 scholarship. Certificate and award goes to Lucas Francis.
Lucas Francis, runner-up today in the scratch division. Bowled great all day.
It's like you going 300.
Runner-up in the handicap division, getting a $125 scholarship. Certificate and award goes to Lena Kratzer.
Lena Kratzer,
Way to go, kiddo.
runner-up today in the handicap division.
Okay, and now it is time to crown our champions in the scratch division. Receiving a total of $458 in scholarship, $250 for first, and then the $203 pack for his perfect game of 300, our champion Parker Lava.
Parker Lobo.
And our winner in the handicap division, receiving a $250 scholarship. Certificate and award goes to Brianna Polasek.
Brianna Polasek, your winner in the handicap division.
All right, we'll get a picture with our winners and we'll send them back for the final interviews. Stay tuned. Don't forget,
we gotta make that
our next
interview quick. I'm
PJBT
hungry,
event
dude.
is next Sunday, April the 11th, our ninth major will be at Coach Lanes in Signal Springs.
Brianna.
Happy Easter, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. All right, line back. And then I'm gonna have your stand.
Maybe you take it. Maybe you take it. Oh no, never mind. Mary Ellen's taking it.
Congratulations, both of you. All right, Brianna, you're up first with Jason and Owen.
Hold on, I gotta finish sending this.
My bag's by the vending machine over there.
You loading the car?
Everything up.
We gonna load the car? Make this a quick interview, okay? Alright, so it's at like 630 today? That was worth it. That might just cover my gas. I'm not sure.
So, we're here with our handicap division champion, Brianna Polasek. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You bowled really good today.
Yeah.
It's been a little while since I've seen you bowl, and word is you've been getting a little bit of lessons from somebody.
Yeah.
I don't believe I've ever heard of him, though. Do you want to?
Yeah, pretty unknown name. Danny Wiseman. He's been coaching me for the past few months. And thank you, Danny.
Don't know if I've ever heard of him.
I don't know. He's won a few PBAs here and there. Yeah. He also has a tournament with you guys.
Man, no idea. So, Stone Street, how'd you handle it today?
It was pretty easy. Well, it was easy. Just I threw up around 10. Tried to keep my shot there the entire day.
So I heard your dad say to make this interview quick, so I say we drag it out for about 20 minutes now.
I'm okay with that.
I'm not. I'm probably just as hungry as he is. So what equipment did you use today?
I threw my Radical bonus and my Storm Fever Pitch. That's what I call it.
So let me ask you a question. In the 10th frame, you sat and waited for Parker to see if he was going to shoot 300. Did you know you only needed 7 to win or no?
No.
No?
I knew I needed probably a spare. Didn't know if I needed any more than that.
Nope. You only needed 7.
Yeah.
Once you threw that 7, if you missed them all, you would have shot 185. So you were good. So besides Danny, who are you going to thank today? By the way, you bowled better than somebody else today that came with you, right?
Maybe just a little better than my brother. I maybe beat him scratch every game.
And he's in the scratch division last section. Yeah. All right. So who we thanking today?
My driller Thomas. He's down at my home lanes at White Oaks. He's re-drilled literally all of my equipment in the past 3 months, and he sat there for like an hour and a half resizing everything because my grip was like a quarter of an inch too small. Every time my balls broke or I've needed new ones re-drilled, he's gotten it done in less than like 3 days. He's literally fixed my bonus like 3 times because the fingers keep cracking out. All that. And then my coach at my home lanes, Vicky, and then everyone who works down with Danny on Wednesdays, and obviously Danny.
Obviously.
And then my parents for dragging me down here.
Yeah, that's pretty important. Yeah. And me. Shit. All right, well, you didn't bring me anything for Easter either, so, yeah. Well, if you keep bowling like that and keep getting lessons from Mr. Wiseman, I think we're going to see you back here an awful lot. We're going to see you up in the scratch division before too long.
Hopefully.
Yes. It'll come quick. All right, taking home the $250 first place prize in the handicap division today, Brianna Pulaski. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, now let's bring the rich man in. Parker Lobach, the scratch division champion today. So, before you had the chance to shoot the 300, you had to survive your semifinal match, your opponent needing to double in the 10th to beat you, and he threw the first one.
Yeah.
He threw a pretty decent shot in the second one,
did.
but the broke a little high, he let the 4 pin. Did you thought he struck when it was off his hand?
Well, to
Or
me,
weren't you even watching?
I was watching, but to me, I thought it was a pretty good shot. I thought it was going to carry, maybe, but I saw that it didn't. So, I mean, he threw a great shot. Very, very close game.
Yeah.
So I got to give that to him. Gave up a good fight, so.
Yeah. So, there was really only one shot in the 300. Lane 10. 8th frame. You had left a solid 8 earlier.
I know.
In your first match, or your second
First one,
match.
yeah,
first
first
match. And it kind of stood there for a second.
I know, it did.
Before
It was
fell.
close. It was close.
So take me back to the 12th shot, because did you think you got through it?
No. It was a little light, obviously, you can see, but I didn't really hit out the bottom, so I was hoping it would carry, but got fortunate enough that it carried, so.
Yep. All right, so you've been throwing 300s a lot lately.
Yeah.
And 800s a lot lately. I keep seeing all the pictures.
Yeah.
Who we thanking?
Definitely my parents for taking me.
I don't know who they are.
Well, they're mom and dad, or
Hi, Mom and Dad.
dad and mom, whatever. Definitely my grandparents watching at home.
Yeah.
My grandparents who came here, and definitely our Bowler Rex, Lee,
Definitely.
Krista, and all them.
Yes.
Big shout out to them.
So word is that you've verbally committed to a school,
I committed to Indiana Tech.
Indiana Tech. They're going to have one hell of a team.
Oh yeah.
That's just going to become like PJBT Midwest, I think. Pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. So, how'd you attack Stone Street today?
Played a mix with the RSTX1 and Parallax Effect. Started standing around 16, 17, playing that 11, 12, 10, somewhere around there. And then once match play started to break down a lot. So you get to that left and you just create that hole that was in the middle. And I hit it in the finals. So.
Okay. Well, I know you threw the bowling ball, but I'm going to take credit for your victory because I picked up your award from the last tournament that you had. So without that, you would have never won.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, taking home the scratch division title today and shooting 300 in the finals. I hope you watch it. Taking home $453. Parker Lobach. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll bring that in. Well, that was exciting.
That was very
That was
exciting.
exciting.
Great way to finish off the weekend for bowling, and everybody have a great Easter. We'll see everybody next Sunday at Berks Lanes for our major singles event next Sunday, the 11th. And take the rest of the weekend off, gentlemen.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay?
All right.
All right, have a great week, and we'll see everybody next Sunday.
See you guys.